Hey guys, it's Olga. Today I'm going to show you a recipe for peanut butter and jelly cupcakes. I hope you're ready because this is going to be a good one. Thank you to King.com, developers of Candy Crush Jelly Saga, for sponsoring and collaborating with me on this video. One of the characters in the game actually inspired this recipe, but more on that later. I am so excited for you to try the cupcakes. They are fluffy, delicious, and delicious, and the creamy peanut butter frosting on top is just to die for. As always, I made sure that this recipe is both vegan and gluten-free so that everyone, regardless of their diet, can enjoy it. Let's get started. To make the cupcakes, you will need flour. I'm using my all-purpose gluten-free flour mix, which I make at home. I will have the measurements for it on my website, so in case you want to make your own gluten-free flour at home, check out the recipe there. We will also need baking soda, baking powder, salt, almond milk or another non-dairy milk of your choice, apple cider vinegar, vegan butter. You want it to be soft, so take it out of the fridge and leave it at room temperature for at least 30 minutes before using, coconut sugar, and vanilla. First, preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and line the muffin tin with cupcake liners. In a small bowl, combine almond milk and apple cider vinegar and let stand for about 5 minutes. This is how you make vegan buttermilk. While we're waiting, let's add our vegan butter to a large bowl and cream it using a handheld mixer. Next, add coconut sugar and vanilla and mix for 2 more minutes. Then we're going to add the dry ingredients. I prefer to sift them as it helps to combine all of the ingredients more evenly. So I'm adding flour, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. Finally, let's gradually add the milk and continue mixing until all of the ingredients are well incorporated. As always, all the measurements and directions for this recipe will be on my website at fablunch.com. So check it out there if you want to recreate this recipe or save it for later. Our cupcake batter is done. This is the consistency you're looking for. Pour 1/4 cup of the batter into each cupcake liner, filling them up about 3/4 of the way. You don't want to fill them all the way to the top as our cupcakes will rise. All done. Let's now bake our cupcakes for about 20 minutes. And while I'm waiting, I think it's the perfect time to play some Candy Crush Jelly Saga. I've been playing Candy Crush for a long time, but I only recently downloaded Candy Crush Jelly Saga, so I haven't had a chance to get that far, but it's not because I'm not trying. It's thanks to this little guy named Cupcake Carl. He's one of the boss characters in the game, and for some reason I struggle with his levels the most. So I decided if I can't beat him, I'm going to bake him and eat him. That is why we're making cupcakes today. If you want to see how far you can get in Candy Crush Jelly Saga and whether Cupcake Carl will give you any problems, download the game by clicking the link in the description. Now let's check if our cupcakes are ready by inserting a toothpick. Looks good to me. Remove the cupcakes from the oven and let stand for 5 minutes. Then transfer them to a wire rack to cool completely. Meanwhile, I'm going to prepare the peanut butter frosting. The ingredients that you will need are peanut butter, vegan butter, coconut sugar, vanilla, salt, and almond milk. Combine peanut butter and vegan butter in a bowl and mix with a handheld mixer. Add coconut sugar, vanilla, and salt. Then gradually add almond milk and continue mixing for 2 to 3 minutes. Our frosting is done and it is to die for. As you can see, it's not very thick. You can spread it on your cupcakes as is, but if you want to frost them instead, I would recommend placing the frosting in the fridge for about an hour to set. It will get thicker and you will be able to frost the cupcakes using a piping bag. Once the cupcakes have cooled completely, we can fill them with the jelly. All you have to do is cut a small well inside of each cupcake. I like to take the pieces that I cut out and dip them into the frosting while it's still pretty runny. It tastes so good, you have to try it. For the jelly, you can use any jam of your choice. I'm making half of the cupcakes with my homemade strawberry chia jam and the rest with the organic strawberry jam I got from Whole Foods. My mom likes the homemade kind and my dad prefers the store-bought jam, so I'm trying to please everyone here. I do have the recipe for my homemade strawberry chia jam posted on my channel already, so there will be a link for it in the description if you want to check it out. Don't they look good already? When the peanut butter frosting thickens up, you can frost your cupcakes. As an option, you can add more jam on top and sprinkle your cupcakes with some peanuts. and our peanut butter and jelly cupcakes are done. They're incredibly moist and fluffy, just like cupcakes should be, and the rich flavors of peanut butter and jelly make this the perfect treat to indulge in. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel by clicking the button down below for more recipes like you saw today. Again, thank you to the developers of Candy Crush Jelly Saga for sponsoring this video, and thank you to Cupcake Carl for being such a hard boss. Because of him, I get to enjoy this delicious cupcakes. I have one of them here. I added a little bit of blue spirulina to the frosting to make the frosting blue to resemble Cupcake Carl. And this is what I think about him. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to download Candy Crush Jelly Saga by clicking the link in the description. Let me know how far you can get. I will see you in my next video.